Today we'll be talking about digital assistants. We'll be going over a few different brands, and we'll try to have a live demo at the end of Siri, but if not, then we'll go ahead and show some YouTube videos of how Siri and Cortana work. So what we'll be covering today is what a digital assistant is, what different types of digital assistants are, what improvements have been made to digital assistants, which digital assistants are the best, and how to get the most out of your devices built in digital assistants. So what exactly is a digital assistant? A digital assistant, sometimes called a virtual assistant, is voice-activated software that can understand and carry out electronic tasks for you. How can you use it? So instead of using your hands to pull up certain apps or programs, you just need to speak a command and the digital assistant will carry it out for you. If you have a smartphone or a tablet, such as like an iPad, or you have a newer computer, there's a good chance it has a built-in digital assistant.
Y'all ready?
So what does a digital assistant do? So digital assistants can perform a variety of tasks and they can follow commands. Some examples of these commands it can perform are, for example, saying, text my sister, happy Mother's Day. Or you can start playing some music by Apple Music or other platforms such as Spotify. You can also use them to create some reminders or some notes for yourselves or some alarms. You can also look up which actor played in Man on Fire. You can also give directions to the cheapest gas stations. So there are a few types of digital assistants we'll go over today. The first one will be the smartphone operating system. So these will include Cortana for Windows 10 and Google Assistant for Androids, while Apple has Siri for iOS. And for smartphones, they also have Cortana app for Android and they have Siri for iPhone. They also have the Google app for the iPhone. And for the desktop computer, you have Cortana for Windows 10 and Siri for Mac. And for a smart home hub, you have Amazon Echo, Google Home, and Apple HomePad. So the types of digital assistants we will discuss, as mentioned, will be the Cortana, Google, Siri, and the Amazon Alexa. So Siri is Apple's digital assistant, and it could get information and perform tasks on devices using iOS and Mac OS Sierra. Siri is interactive, and this assistant is activated by holding down the power button. It can be used by giving it commands with your device. So what does Siri do exactly? Siri can announce calls, messages, and she can also answer questions and more. You can use Siri to play music. You can use her to give directions, and Siri can share information with your contacts and be used with other apps. For example, you can say, hey Siri, set a meeting with Nia at 8 a.m. And this will create a...
What's the name of the new event?
There's my Siri going off. But yeah, you can use it to create an event on your calendars. I personally really like to use this to set alarms in the morning. When I'm too tired, I'll just say, hey Siri, can you set an alarm at 8 a.m. So then I don't have to do it. But anyways, you can also discover Siri capabilities on your iPhone and in apps by asking, hey Siri, what can I do here? So some improvements that are made by Siri, you can hang up calls by saying Siri, end call, or you can send messages without confirmation and shortcut setups, and you can have her listen longer. And so for Cortana, this is a virtual assistant developed by Microsoft. Cortana uses Bing search engine to perform tasks such as setting up reminders and answering questions for the user. So how you access Cortana, you can use her on devices running Windows 10, but you can also be downloaded for iOS and for Android. To use Cortana, you just have to click the microphone icon on the sidebar, or you can say, hey Cortana. then start talking. So how does Cortana work? Cortana helps you save time getting things done. She can help with access information quicker. She can help connect with other people faster and be better at staying organized. So some improvement to Cortana. Cortana in Windows is chat-based UI that gives you the ability to interact with Cortana using your voice or the keyboard. It can play your emails in Outlook. By the way, UI means when certain words are said, typed, or selected, and the chat's answers are predefined. There's another one called Google Assistant, and Google Assistant is a virtual assistant software application developed by Google that is primarily available on mobile and home automation devices. How to access Google Assistant. It can be used from the Google app on Android phones, and it is also available for iOS. To use it, simply say, "Okay, Google," or "Hey, Google," followed by your question or command. So Google Assistant can help you navigate in Google Maps on both Android and iOS devices. With your voice, you can share your ETA with your friends and family. You can also reply to some text messages. You can play some music and podcasts. You can also search for places along your routes, or you can add a new stop. Some Google Assistant improvements include sending messages faster with assistant voice typing. Also, voice message transcription enables users to easily read audio messages. And quick phrases gives you hands-free help on specific tasks without needing to say, "Hey, Google." All right, and another one is Amazon Alexa. With Alexa, you can build natural voice experiences that offer customers a more intuitive way to interact with the technology they use every day. So how to access Amazon Alexa? Alexa is currently available on the Amazon Echo and Fire TV, along with a few third-party devices. Using Alexa, you'll start by saying, "Hey, Alexa." So Amazon Alexa is capable of many things. These include voice interaction, some music playback, making to-do lists, setting alarms, streaming podcasts, playing audiobooks, and providing weather, traffic, sports, and other real-time information such as news. Alexa can also control several smart devices using itself as a home automation system. So some improvements to Amazon Alexa include volume control, so the ability to adjust and unmute volume on your product using voice or buttons. For media control is the ability to control media playback. For example, play and pause on your product using your voice or buttons. And for timers and alarms is the ability to create and manage timers and alarms on your products using voice. So some Amazon Alexa app enhancements include control volume, media playback, as well as manage timers and apps on your product using the Amazon Alexa app. So which digital assistants are the best? We have a little video here to go through a few of them.
Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Like any relationship, sometimes they just don't want to listen to you. Tech companies are pouring billions of dollars into AI, artificial intelligence, especially virtual assistants. And they're getting smarter all the time. So we have a battle of the talking robots. Let's start with the basics. Hey, Cortana, what's the weather like today?
It's currently 85 and mostly sunny.
Alexa, what time is it in London?
The time in London is 7:41 p.m.
All right, so they're all pretty good at answering basic questions, but their true power doesn't lie in what they can say, it's what they can do. Okay, Google, add milk to my shopping list.
Okay, adding milk to your shopping list.
Hey, Siri, send a text message to mom. I just want you to know you're the best mom ever.
Ready to send it?
Send.
Done.
What does it say? What? Why? But things get a little more complicated if you want to do something like, let's say, play music. If you ask Google or Alexa, play songs by Jay-Z. You can listen to it on Spotify, Amazon Prime Music, any service you want. But if you ask Siri, she'll only play it on Apple Music. Cortana, only Windows Media Player. Siri and Cortana have a lot of limitations like this because unlike Google Now and Alexa, they're not open platforms. But for Apple, that could all change at their developer conference, and many expect them to open Siri up. And things get even more interesting when you try and control your smart home with your voice. Alexa is the clear winner there. Right out of the box, Alexa can control almost every smart device in your home. Alexa, turn on the lamp.
Okay.
On the other hand, Siri can only control a few devices that are certified through Apple's HomeKit program. Google Now and Cortana fall somewhere in the middle. They can't do a lot on their own, but once you get some extra software, you can get most things working. All right, so who's the best? Well, surprisingly, Alexa, the newest to the game, seems to be the most useful and understand the most questions. Her big disadvantage, she's stuck at home. So asking her things like driving directions are pointless until she can fit in your pocket. Alexa, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
And to continue, why consider using a digital assistant? So digital assistants can help you take care of a lot of your daily routines with minimal help. This can be especially helpful for older adults with arthritis or hand tremors or impaired vision or limited mobility. Digital assistants know where notes go and can set up routines and make sure you are on schedule. To get the most out of your devices with these built-in digital assistants, use your phone or your computer's. You do this by going to the control section of smart devices. If you have a smart thermostat, TV or light bulbs, you can control them through your assistant. And to find them on your phone, you can ask your assistant to call your phone if you can't find it, and your ringer should go off. You can also get the weather forecasts, and by adding your zip code to your profile, you can see what the weather is like locally. You can also ask for the weather in places where friends live or a travel destination. You can also get news stories, summaries from the sources of your choice, such as CNN, Fox, NPR, and other sources. You can also get local headlines. You can also make some shopping lists. So you can tell your speaker to add something to your grocery list, and it's taken care of. You can retrieve this list later on your smartphone or on your smartwatch, or you can use a list to order online. You can also play music. So your speaker will play any genre of music you ask it to, or you can play from streaming services like Pandora or Spotify. As I mentioned earlier, you can also set timers and reminders. You can set timers for tasks like turning off the stove to changing a load of laundry. You can also put appointments and other events on your calendar. And you can also set daily alarms and reminders to take care of your medications. You can also listen to audiobooks. If you buy your audiobook from service